Are we live? I think we are live. Hi guys. Live streams have become normal. Leadership topic. It needs a lot of, I would say, live streams of these kind to make more better. As I've told many a times, leadership is always about judgment. You owning your own decision. One of the major qualities of a leader is also you start influencing people. How? You start encouraging people. Your encouragement keeps them hooked. Leadership might seem as tough nut to crack, but it is attainable. Every leader has that uncomfortable moment. I'm unable to lead this team. They are not seeing my vision. Have we thought, have we ever thought that are they even getting the image of that vision? Are they ready for that image? We have not made an effort. Us not making an effort, such a big letdown. I speak with many leaders across the industries, even if it is a startup founder, even if it is VPs or senior leaders, everybody. They always tell that the team is not carrying that momentum. How many times have we made that effort to make sure the team can see that momentum? We are not pushing, isn't it? One of the major things what I see in the team also, the team whom I speak with, even the senior leadership team members, they're all smart. I'm not telling they're not smart, they're all hyper smart. But but they're not able to take a decision. Decision is varying across the spectrum. They're not ready to take the ownership. They're not trying to become responsible. I feel this always whenever I speak with leaders who are running multi-crore like revenue in a month or something. Those companies and all, some leaders they have the guts to take the responsibility. Some leaders they are like they are like a charm whenever they walk around because they happen to encourage people. Because leader is also a person who also makes sure that the into or the culture is also there in the team. Many smart people whom I see, they always feel I'm smart, the result will come on its own. Sorry to say this, it is not like that. Decision is not always defined. Decision is always responsibility. Decision is always judgment under uncertainty. This I've told many a times. Decision is such an important skill. Actually, I would say it's such a rare quality. Multiple leaders whom I see every day, they give a lot of direction, means a lot of instructions per se. But the instructions are not having such high ground. It is not having high responsible ground. They are all so super brilliant, super brainy. They're all in different cadres. But I've seen many a times the flunking. They do flunk. I feel that the leaders should have a quality of being open to take the responsibility. We feel that thinking is deciding. No, thinking is not productive. Let me tell you this, thinking is not productive. Deciding is productive. We feel that whenever I'm taking a time to think something, that will yield me some good result. No, thinking always delays the process. I'll start looking at alignments. I'll start seeing what are the possible changes I can make with my other vendors. This is with a lot of leaders, what I see day in and day out. They always wait for the alignment. Smart people, they're all smart people. I have once met a CEO. He happens to tell me that whenever he is having meeting with one of the senior leadership team, okay, they all are in a different cadres, different. They happen to manage different operations. When he told that this is the process what we are supposed to take up, suddenly what happened that there was a kind of a silence which happened or which took place in the whole meeting room. The team was not even ready for such a decision. Then he felt, okay, what am I supposed to do now? That's why I always say to people that you being a leader is also that you building that culture. Culture can't be bought. Okay, you're supposed to inculcate the culture. As a leader, your one of the major responsibility is also to make sure that they can live up to the same energy as you. Multiple times your decisions might fail. You as a leader might fail, but you are owning the very decision which you have taken. That's how you can start proving little more different. What is your ethos? Smart people, they don't want to get their hands dirty. In a sense, they don't want to involve themselves with a lot of smart decisions. Decision itself, they feel that as okay, it's a profound term. Like that, they will feel many a times. I happened to meet one of the person from one of the B schools, top B schools. So he's working at a cadre of a senior leadership person. He happens to tell me that they have known all the possible tricks in the book, right, and also possible operational strategies, but they still validate a lot of decisions and they take months on together. Tell them that this decision making or being a leader is also that you should act in an uninformed area with an inadequate data. You should be able to start strategizing in those situations, uncertainty. You are prepared for that decision. If smart people are not taking right decisions, that's why they are delaying the very process. It sounds so silly. It sounds so silly. Deciding, no, okay, I'm taking a decision. No, you're delaying the very decision by thinking about it. Thinking will not yield you that result. Thinking will only delays the process. If you're owning the very decision, then it changes. Decision making itself is leadership. Leadership is always about you taking decisions in uncertain area, under uncertainty. Let me give you one scenario. I don't want to name a company here. Okay, let us understand what we can do here. Okay, I'll give you a classic situation here. One of the top company, I don't want to name the company, I don't want to name the person as well. Okay, this is such a big company. They're a huge trend in shoe market right now. They are like in the double digits of the revenue in billions. They're one of the top companies. Okay, recently what happened, this big shopping company, probably in 2019s or 20s, they happened to see one big change, one big transformation in the company, where the company had fired the CMO of the company. Wherein what had brought this tough decision is that a 30 to 40% of the marketing budget, uh, it was going towards discounts and offers or something like that. Okay, and only a part of it used to go to influencers, like in the order of single digit, 5 to 10%. Other 30 to 25 to 30-ish percentage of the budget, whole budget for the year, it used to it extended to offers, discounts as such. This big shoemaking company fired the CMO. In this situation, if you are the new incumbent CMO, what you will do? What you will do? Tell me. Will you again go back to start the meetings? Will you again call for the team members brainstorming sessions? What you would do? Tell me what you would do in a situation where you are the new incumbent CMO. What is your strategy now? Your decision matters now. Multiple slides, multiple presentations will not yield the result. Multiple meetings, multiple game theory analysis will not yield the results. I'm telling you, trust me on this. Leadership is always about judgment under uncertainty. You owning that decision is leadership. You taking a responsibility is leadership. Smart people, they always fear leadership because they think thinking is productive. It just delays the very process of it. This new incumbent CMO happened to twist the whole game in a reverse manner. He just directed the influencer led marketing, like 30 to 35% of the budget to influencer led marketing, 5%, another left out 5 to 10% to offers. Till 18 months, there was no proper jump sales. On the 19th month, shot up. This company is now giving a tough competition to most of the global giants. This company's revenue has soared like crazy. One decision, owning that decision for 18 months, that is acting under uncertainty. We delay our decision. We always delay our decision, thinking that, okay, this will not yield me result. Okay, let me wait for alignment. I don't know how it suits with my vendors. I don't know how it acts. The behavior economics always talks the decision science moves faster. Leadership works on decision science. The social psychology works along with influence. How am I influencing the decision to others as well? If you are a leader, okay, you owning the very decision matters a lot. Sometimes being too empathetic will also pose problem. We feel that whatever I'm doing currently, it's okay. The way I'm being here, it's okay. No, it's not. You owning the decision, you prepping the team for that decision is also part of the preparation. You have signed up for that. As a bonus, I'll also give you one more situation now. Think about it. Tell me what you would do in this situation. It's a classic theory. This is about the major automobile company. Suddenly, this company happened to see a sharp decline. Okay, due to the policy reforms in the country. Due to a policy reform in the country. But the sharp decline attracted shareholders' sharp eyes also. Now, the CEO of the company happened to call for a meeting to address the issue. He told, this is what happened post policy reforms. What you will do? What you would do? So this is the situation now. So manufacturing heads, marketing heads, sales heads, operations heads, a room full of 30, 40 heads, leadership team, managers, senior managers, so on and so forth, of all the plants. Some of them join through Zoom call, some of them join through a physical meeting. What you would do? What you would do in this situation? What is your call? Will you take up again meetings? Will you again prepare slide decks? Will you prepare presentations on and on and on? Yes, just think about it. One major trick which I want to share with you guys, how to start influencing people. The major things what you're supposed to, it's a simple activity. It's a simple gesture, but it has a high rate of positive outcome. We always neglect this. Normally, I do this a lot. As a leader, you have a responsibility of taking care of your team members as well. So Every time, whenever I meet different leaders, I just tell them, "Hi, how are you? Shiv Kumar. My name is Shiv Kumar." If at all, if I don't know them, I will use them a general gesture. "Hi, this is Shiv Kumar. Okay, how are the things?" So I would try to utilize the smile. Smile is such a weapon. Smile is such a strong weapon. We always feel the basic tools are the most neglected tools to use. I feel that a smile can also change the way how it is dealt. Even if you just apply the same smile to your team members, just start this small task of implementing every time whenever you're meeting at the first hour. "Hi Shivkumar. Hi Rahul. Hi Sangeeta. Hi Rakshak. Hi Geeta." Anything. So if you are carrying the same energy, everybody will carry the same. Social psychology is such an important term in leadership. Every time behavioral economics work, persuasion is one such hard truth. Team works with your energy. I've seen smart people, they feel that if I'm giving my 200%, that's okay for the team. They are also well motivated. Okay, 200% I'll give, everybody are like, they'll also work with the same enthu. No, you're lacking the decision. Again, the same decision part. You should start taking responsibility. Smart people are highly aggressive. Aggressive in a sense, they want to be that go-getter attitude. They have this go-getter attitude, but they always delay a decision. They delay a decision. Alignment is such a big no. If you're if smart people, I have seen this a lot. Smart people, they always prioritize alignment. What if the vendors are not okay with it? Will I be able to convince the vendors? Will I be able to convince or console the stakeholders? This is such a problem. Nobody is understanding. Leadership might seem hard. It is hard until you take decision. Every leader, every successful leader has built that culture of taking decision. A leader needs to take a decision all the time. One strong example which I can say, one of my friend who happens to be in the Navy, they have such tough environment to live in. They have the harshest environment to catch up to. So there was a time where he was posted in, I think, some tough environment. He happened to get a message from one of his commanders that from there they're supposed to go to a far more distant place, which is having far more harshest environment to achieve some common goal. So they happen to give that decision. My friend, who happens to be at the level of lieutenant, So once he has received that information, only the information was given, like this, that. No direction, no proper layout, no, I would say, a drawing of how the things need to be carried out. So this person happened to take up that decision. He spoke with his team members, telling them, "This is what we will do." So then, when they went there, it was such harsh environment. It was freezing like crazy. It was hell crazy, but they were determined. They were not contriving about it. The onus was already decided. Here, my friend happened to stand with all of his reporters, fellow soldiers, or fellow Navy men. So, here, one thing which we can realize is one thing my friend or that Navy lieutenant happened to be that one strong person standing by his own decision, owning the very decision. It seems tough. Owning the decision seems very difficult, but it will put you on the map. It will literally put you on the map. Once you start taking small decisions, it leads you to a bigger outcome. How many times have we thought about this? We don't actually. Smart people are like individual contributors a lot of time. If I complete this task, if I complete this job, everything is okay. No. Smart people are supposed to become smart decision makers. And a quick one too. So, smart leaders are not born, they are made. The leaders who are there, they who once they start elevating themselves, they will also become smart leaders. See, a great leader is also was also once a leader on training. So they have taken multiple decisions. See, the harshest environment or the uncertainty always puts you to take up a right challenge. This is not a motivational session. I'm not trying to motivate you here, but decision is always about acting in an uncertain area, judgment under uncertainty, owning the decision, owning the responsibility. Ownership of a decision is highly required skill. I would always rate it as the top one skill. Leadership. That's it. For me, leadership is one top rated skill. If you want people to be more spirited, the energy matters a lot. See, as a leader, when you are carrying that energy, it just transcends to other people. The very definition of transcend is also in the trance. So they will be on that moment. The moment will carry the energy. So smart people need to start working on behavioral economics. Decision science always stops. Social psychology is one major component what everybody or how everybody are supposed to see the world. Influencing under uncertainty is such underrated topic. Make sure that every decision of yours is owned by you. Start with small, then become big. Smart people need to start owning decisions. Smart people need to start taking good decision. They should start taking good responsibility. Judgment is priority.